Today my speech is over the death penalty and reasons why I'm against it. Many people believe that the death penalty is right and will bring a lot of justice to families, but I believe that we should consider how the death penalty is really affecting our community. The death penalty is doing nothing but continuing the violent cycle. It does not bring justice, it costs more, and can ensure future crimes, and much more. What exactly is the death penalty? The death penalty has been around for hundreds of years. Back then, they used to be punished for horrible crimes such as murder and kidnapping, and people would stone them to death, burn them alive, stretch their body limbs apart, or hang them. Most of these crimes include first-degree murder, murder for hire, murder with a firearm, or spying. And there are so many laws involving the death penalty. I feel it is wrong for people to assume that the death penalty will bring justice to their family. Sure, they'll have peace of mind knowing that the person that murdered their family is killed, but is it really worth it? I believe that capital punishment will be of no further help than satisfying the family. Putting someone on death row is not going to bring back loved ones. What are some major reasons to be against the death penalty? Well, executions cost more than life in prison. Statistics show that it costs $2 million per person to have them executed. Not only that, but the person on death row could very easily be innocent. I want to share with you a story of a man that I came across while doing research. And this man was accused of a crime he did not commit, and he spent 5 years in prison on death row. This man's wife was brutally murdered, and not even a year after, he was arrested because two dentists had matched his teeth marks with a bite on her body. This man's parents hired an attorney, and he was the best-known attorney around in Oklahoma. His attorney came into court drunk, and he was ultimately found guilty. 5 years later, he got a new attorney, and the judge issued a direct verdict of innocence, and he was freed. And he had wasted 8 years of his life due to being accused, and as well as being on death row for a crime that he had never committed. Life in prison can ensure no future crimes. The death penalty obviously does not stand as a threat to killers out there in the world. Crime rates have gone down because of it. The death penalty is supposed to put fear into a person planning on murdering, but how can someone fear death when they're in the heat of the moment? An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. People always have this one quote that they say when they're asked about the death penalty. Not only should people consider not enforcing the death penalty, but we should also take away their privileges that are handed to criminals. It is wrong to kill, but I would rather see someone suffer for the rest of their life in a cold, dark cell to think about everything they have done. I thought the whole point of prison was to isolate the bad people from the good. Yet they're seen walking down the highways, picking up trash, and being exposed to us. They don't deserve to have knowledge of what is happening outside the prison from the TVs that they get to watch. Is America not being a little hypocritical? We grow up knowing that killing is wrong, but yet we turn around and someone is being murdered for murdering. In conclusion, this is my position on the death penalty, and I'm not asking anyone to change how they feel, just simply consider the alternative. I believe that the world could be a much happier, pleasant place without all this violence, and I just don't believe the death penalty helps.